Oh, hi there. It's Wednesday, and surprisingly, I have a little bit of time, so I'm going to do some streaming. The winning streak event has begun over at Shogi Wars, and I'd like to get started on that. So I'm going to play some games, probably be about an hour and a half to 2 hours, not much more than that, and hopefully play well. I think I am on a downswing in my Shogi. I think I'm on a major downswing, I should say, in my Shogi, and it's not feeling great. But hopefully I can play through it and learn something and have some fun. Since it's a short stream, I'm just going to get it kicked off right away. Got some tea, got some green tea, some Itoen tea. Try to get me going in the Shogi mood. All right. Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. 2 wins. So I'm on a 2-win streak. But I need to win 5. I need to win 5 from here, so those 2 do not count. Alright, I'll do that. I'm gonna go here. I think 2-1 is also fine. Okay. Bishop drop seems good. Bishop drop does seem good. If he doesn't drop the bishop, I think I'm going to drop the lance. Although maybe I should drop the lance here. You know, to pull this out. It's not as good, though, because this gold is protected by the silver. So if I got a lance, he takes, I take the gold. You know, this gold is not hanging. So it's not as good as it might normally be. And I do think this position's pretty precarious. But the bishop drop is good as well. After the lance. Ah! Do this. Wow. Wow. Edge attack? How can I... Hey, Mithrandir! Alright, this seems good. This seems good. Yes, yes. Because if he tries to threaten, I get here. If he doesn't respond, I get the check. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I think he has to defend over here. Good day, Emperor Rex. Emperor Rex, you've changed your username, I think. Yeah. What if I can I just take gold takes, and then what? Or should I just take, should I let's do this. Let's do this. Wow. Wow. No! 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 Oh, I overthought myself. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Okay. Well, I still overthought myself. I still overthought myself. I think he's got to run. I think he's got to run down here. Maybe not. Maybe he just takes and gives it up. Wow. Should I... So he's got a lot of pieces now. I'm exhausting my pieces. Wow. Should I just push the pawn? Does he have mate? I don't see it. I don't see how he can. I don't see how he can. You know, I can take this knight. Bishop? How about bishop here? Yeah. Bishop? If he runs, it's mate. Okay.
Win. Current streak is 1 win.
All right, a good start. A good start to the day. A good start to the day. I don't know if my endgame got slow. It felt like it did. It definitely felt like it did. Oh, you watched most of Miss King. Interesting. What does most mean? Like, what episode are you on? Up to episode 6. Okay. How are you liking it? I'm curious. How are you liking it? Are you liking it? I think here's a moment where I was unsure. Hey, Foradun, you can't stay. You're traveling today. Oh, awesome. Awesome. Enjoy. I assume you're traveling for Thanksgiving, like family stuff. Regardless of however you're traveling, safe travels. Thank you for saying hi. Good to see you. Have a great Thanksgiving. You know, peaceful and happy and full of food. And hello, Naida. Good to see you. Good to see you as always. I agree, Mithrandir. Yeah, I agree that I would have loved to see more actual shogi. There was almost realistically there was no real shogi that was shown. The positions weren't really displayed. Yes, there is a winning streak event. Yes, there is. And the prize is and I don't know her. Oh, I closed the tab. I don't know. It's like Sakiki Nana or something like that, but I'm not sure which is which's name is first. It's a young pro. But yeah, the positions in Miss King were basically, I assume they were real positions, but like they didn't show the games enough. There was no way to follow the games at all. And it was just kind of relying on facial gestures of the actors, and the actors weren't so good. You saw Habu play yesterday live? Oh, nice. I think, did he win his 1600th game? He won some big... Wait, you physically saw Nightwalker? You physically saw Habu, or you just watched it online? And so, yeah, the position in the game where she was playing that brother, she was under check and the move was not protecting from the check. I didn't notice that, but that sounds totally feasible for the way it was shown. You just don't, it was just random. It was just like, here's some shogi stuff. Sakaki Nagin, yeah. Or the JSA page translates it as Nana Sakaki. I assume Sakaki is the family name, and Nana is the given name. But I don't know. Because every site does it differently. Every site shows first, last. It's like, I think the Japanese sites tend to switch it for non-Japanese benefit, but I think the non-Japanese sites try to like show it family name first to try to appeal like worldly or something like that. So it's this real bad mix where you never know, am I looking at what order am I looking at? You never know. But anyway, this move here, I think is one that I was certainly confused about. What about... That's mate. So I think... So maybe he would go... Gosh, why won't this work? Oh no, I would just do this. I would just do this. So let's see. Let's see. Oh, just taking straight up. Just taking straight up. Oh. Ah. Okay. 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 You would have liked to see a Shogi Wars or Shogi Club 24 cameo on Miss King. Oh my gosh. Yeah, similar to Hikaru no Go when they had PandaNet. It would have been amazing. It would have been amazing. Like a shout out to the real Shogi world. Oh, yeah, I guess I gave spoilers. You said they probably won't show in the last 2 episodes. I guess my response was a spoiler showing that it's not in there. Oh, in Ryu's work is never done. Shogi Wars is shown on a tablet. Okay, yeah. Hikaru no Go had PandaNet. IGS PandaNet. All right. All right, let's get another game.
あなたが先手です。
Okay, Bakudan Yaro.
対局開始。
Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. It says two winning.
嬉野流。
Wait, it says two winning. The last game said two winning. Right? It said two winning, and I won a game, and it still says two winning. Okay, so we got Bogeen. We got the Bogeen. Interesting. Okay. Wow. Oh, that's probably not that's probably not good. Yeah, I blocked my bishop now. It's fine. It's fine. So huge drop for me. So obviously it's his move. Oh, okay. That's not a huge drop for me. That's not a huge drop for me. That's not a huge drop for me at all. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. Wow, 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 wow. How did this... Wow. The guts on this guy. If he drops something, I jump my knight. Oh, nice. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. Ah, that sucks. Gosh. I think you can just take. And now I've lost the silver. Yeah. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. I went so ham. I went so ham. And he just had to play calmly. Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. I think I just got to push pawns. I think I just got to push pawns. Do I need to exchange my rook for the bishop so I can drop the bishop back here? Hey Todovsky, good to see you. Let's see, is there anything I can do? Anything I can do? You know, I need to flail. I certainly need to flail. What else? What else? What other... You know, I am low on material. I'm down on material. Yeah, I'm down a clean bishop and a clean silver. So I'm down on material. His king is open, which is somewhat nice. It looked so open to me, and then I just I went a little too ham. But I'd rather be attacking than I'd rather be attacking than throwing stuff away. I've got 2 knights. Atari is on the table. What are you doing, Atari? Oh wait, I have 4 generals. I have 4 generals. So I'm only down a clean bishop. I'm only down a clean bishop. She's on this temporary table we're just storing in here for the next few minutes. What are you doing, Atari? Hi. Yeah. Yeah, you're just Okay. Push, take. Oh, so no, I can't even, let's do this. Okay. Let's do this. And now I've got some threats here, although he could defend like that. Ooh, I like that.
$7
Hey, Tulip. Good to see you. Good to see you. Ah.
5分
All right. Aim in here. Also aim in here. It's a shame that some of these moves seemed like they seemed scary, but they in the end they aren't as scary. I think he can just block. I think he can just block. And wow. He's got it. He's got bishop drop. Yeah, bishop drop. Of course, bishop drop. Yeah, of course. Oh, gosh. Wow. Wow.
3分
You can drop a pawn on my head. Let's see. Let's see.
2分30秒
Dang. Yeah, that's a nice vision. He didn't just go on the attack. That was nice. All right. Let's do this.
2分
Oh, okay. That's nice. It's interesting. I don't know what to do.
タレフ
Tarehu.
?1 分30秒
Bishop. Yeah, literally anything is gonna work here, but yeah. Yeah. All right. Good game.
激
Good
戦
game.
お疲れ
Good
様でし
game.
た
Current streak is 1 loss.
I went too ham. Let's see. I think it was fine. I mean, I think I did, my sense was that my position is better here. I have to believe it is. I think this pawn push ended up getting, this pawn push I think was key. I think I should just push the pawn now. I think I should do, 8-4 and there it is. Yeah. So this is almost exactly what I would have expected. A good position for me, and I should have pushed the pawn. I got out ahead of my thought process here. I just got out ahead of it. Yeah. Yep. There it is. All right. It's gonna happen. We're back at zero. In terms of win streak. Good game.
あなたが後手です
Yoroshiku onegaishimasu.
対局開始
Aon with the Christmas outfit.
嬉野流
That was a fun game. Thank you, Metric Caliber 3GW4. So we've already played one of these today. Is he gonna rush his silver? Is he Russian or is he dragon? He's Russian.
取り差し
Ah, okay. Sounds reasonable. He's going to push this pawn. See if we can catch him snoozing. Nope. You just got your 5-win streak. Nice. Nice. Kishin is a beautiful thing. All right. This is potentially a trapped... wow. I didn't realize he had that. Okay, well, I guess I just get a pawn. All right. He's gonna have to drop this pawn. He's gonna have to drop that pawn. Ooh.
Tataki no fu.
Smart Castle's okay. This castle is not done, and I'm, breaking stuff up here. Ooh. Take. He takes back. He takes back. I take. He takes back here. I drop. No, I can't drop the rook. So how do I? Wow.
7分。
Okay. He's flailing. He's flailing. This will be good practice. I think the resign's coming out. There it is.
完璧な将棋でした。
ありがとうございました。
Win. Current streak is 1 win.
You said you'll never use Kishin. It's not cheating. It's not, if you pay for it, you pay for it. Alright.
あなたが後手です。
Yoroshiku onegaishimasu. Hiroaki 64.
嬉野流
Did I track that win? I did. Okay, so well, it's from the site. It's a little different than hacks. It's from the site. All right, I'll do that. Okay. Let's come up. Jeez. So one of these guys, yeah, these guys are so tough. They're so tough. Wow. Bishop, the knight jumps? Knight jumps? Just do this. Okay. Okay. $733. He's got a lot of time. So I'm just going to try to prey on these weak pawns. Interesting. Bishop. So if I do this, he drops a pawn behind. He drops a pawn. No, he drops a pawn behind. I take the gold.
$7 分
7 What a crazy game. Am I making it too crazy? What? Ah. Boy, that feels like that feels so good for me. That feels like it has to be good for me. It's so much equipment. So much equipment. So many. Okay. He's got no pieces. Knight. He's going to have a lance.
$5 分
What can I do? What can I do? What? Lance over here? Lance over here? Do this. Ah. Drop a silver here, gold takes. I can just take. No, that's not enough. That's not enough. He's got no pieces. I have 310. He's got no pieces and I've got no time. Okay, so let's see. Let's take.
3分
Oh, What can I do? What can I do? What can I do? I can drop a lance. I can drop a silver. I could... Take. Come in here. Do this. Oh, interesting. Okay.
2分30秒
Let's do that. All right.
2分
He can drop a lance back here. He's got a lot of time. He's got a lot of time.
割り打ちの銀
Wariuchi no Gin. Okay, so wow.
1分30秒
He can't come here because that's mate. He can't run here because of the lance. All right.
相手もなかなか
ありがとうござい
フォ
ました
ロワーには及ばんな
Okay, back in the winning streak.
Win.
Back in the winning
Current
streak
streak
column.
is 2 wins.
Oh, 2 wins. 2 wins. Hey, Koshiro, good to see you. Oregamoniwa, nice to see you. Sabi F15, how good is Miss... Gosh, I missed so much of the YouTube chat. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't know how I missed it. So if you all are still there, and Sebado also, and oh gosh, I always struggle to say this. It's Taihen. Let me try to put this into Google Translate again to see if I can pronounce it. Why can I never remember these characters? Taihen Yo Ibe. This is new. Very good. So you've changed your name. It's the same avatar. So if this is a different person, I'm sorry, but I think it's the same avatar as Taihen. Is it Taihen Yoko Demishita? Anyway, I'm sorry. How good is Shogi Miss King? I don't want to give my biased view. I don't want to. I will let people see it. I don't want to give my biased view. My feelings changed as I was watching the show. And Taihen Yoi Beyagure. His name. Okay. And Sebadoh, you ask, how long did you take to get from 2Q to 1Q? I just closed that text file this morning. Here is, let me put my stream, my scene on here. Here, I started at 2Q. When I ranked up to 2Q, this is where I started this. I started tracking my Shogi Wars like stats at each rank up. And so conveniently for your question, my first rank up was 2024, July 23rd, 2Q for 10-minute Shogi. And you could see I had 900 games played of 10 minutes. And this many, and I had played, hundreds on Shogi Club 24 and Lee Shogi and 81 Dojo, played hundreds over the board, in real life. So this is not my only experience playing Shogi, but so this was 2024, July 23rd. I ranked up to 1Q 6 months, basically 6 months after. Almost 6 months, a little 6 days, 6 months and 6 days after, or around that, I ranked up to 1Q in 10-minute games. And that was, I should do the math here. I should do the math between, but, hundreds of games played of 10-minute, 600 games played of 3 minutes in between there. And, a couple hundred, at least, games played of 10 seconds. So a lot of games played, a lot of games on Shogi Club 24, a lot of streaming. And so that was 6 months. And I know you didn't ask, but to go to Shodan in 10 minutes was almost exactly another 6 months. Almost exactly the same amount of time. Almost to the day, 6 months to the day from 1Q got to Shodan with, hundreds more games played. And so if you're still there, I hope that helps. But remember, it's important. Do not compare yourself to other people when it comes to ranking up. Some people will be faster, some people will be slower. I don't know where I am. I feel like I'm somewhere in the middle range to maybe a little slower, considering how much I play and how much I studied. What this doesn't show, what this document doesn't show is how much I was studying and reviewing my games. And there was a lot of that, and watching a lot of Shogi, on YouTube and whatnot. So a lot more than just these numbers went into it, but these were my numbers, and I hope it helps. Where is? I wanted to replay that. I wanted to review that. So again, to anyone on YouTube, I'm so sorry that I was slow to respond today and to greet. Yeah, I missed it because Nightwalker is not there. No, that's not it. That's not. It's just I think I've been focused on playing because I know I have a very limited amount of time today. And so the only reason that I have half of a Twitch chat, I've shown this window before, but I've got half of a Twitch chat open on this little desktop machine, or this little laptop that I stream on, and then my two chat windows, the main chat windows are on this separate computer on the side. So actually, I wonder if I can. Oh, I can't. The cable won't reach. I was going to take the camera and try to give a glimpse of what this looks like, but the cable won't reach here. So I can't do that. But so like if someone says something in chat, like especially something short, like on Twitch, where they'll say hello, my eyes can see that. My eyes can sort of see the movement, so I know that something happened. And so that's like how I know. But there doesn't appear to be any way to do that from YouTube. Like to get, I don't think there is a way to get YouTube chat like in a separate window. Like this app that I use that shows Twitch chat is called Chatty. It's a Java app. It's just an app that you give your Twitch permissions and you can connect into the chat from that. But I am not aware of one that exists for YouTube, unfortunately. Like I wish Chatty integrated YouTube and Twitch. So at least I could have sort of this little glimpse just to see that there's chat moving. But unfortunately, I don't have that. Lots of excuses. And then what does Taihen Yoi Beagure mean? Hey, Yloigh, is Miss King over? Yes, it is over. It is over. All 8 episodes are available for binging. Which is probably the way I would recommend doing it, honestly. I watched it week to week. I think I would have enjoyed it more had I binged it. Because there would have been a little less time for me to think in between and to sort of get disappointed with it. Not to say that it's a bad show or worthy of disappointment, but like I think sometimes when you binge it, you can just take it all in and enjoy it, and then just kind of, it's like this one little self-contained couple of days or whatever. I mean, you could binge it in one day, really, because the episodes, 6 of the episodes are 30 minutes, and 2 of the episodes are like 45 minutes. So what is that? That's 4.5 hours. It's only 4.5 hours. You'll just watch it to improve your Japanese. I was thinking about that this morning. I was thinking about Japanese improvement, and I'm constantly thinking about what I want to do, where the future of this channel lies, like where the future of this lies, where the future of the podcast lies. And I happen to be scanning YouTube, and for whatever reason, it's been advertising to me Japanese language, like learning, or videos about learning Japanese. And I started thinking, maybe if I am going to keep doing this, maybe I really need. I've thought this before. This isn't the first time, but maybe I really need to start learning Japanese. And then that got me thinking. Well, I'm too old. But yeah, I would like to take a course. I would like to take a course with real people. So I think that's the thing for me, is that I would like to take and learn with real people, not necessarily from a book. But I don't know. Or are there good courses to do? Are there good courses to do sort of on phone, or is there some way I could stream my learning? Like if it's 30 minutes to an hour a day, I could stream it during my shogi stream. I don't know. So a Taihen Yoi is very good. Beagure is I don't know. Interesting. Yoi. So is now I'm thinking of the words that I know of that have Yoi in it. I'm wondering if they mean good. I'm going to take this one into Lee Shogi. I want to study this one more because this is something that this is the kind of game that I am getting into more and more often. Yloigh is good. Okay, there's a restaurant by us. I don't know if this is anything, but our restaurant is there's a restaurant called it's almost like a chain restaurant. Yloigh. Your N5 and N4 came from Japanese from Zero books by George Tremblay. So from books. Okay. What is N5 and N4? None of those that's not conversant, right? Or is it? So like I've said before, my daughter and son both studied Japanese in high school. My daughter continued through college, and she has a minor in Japanese. So, you know, she can speak and read Japanese pretty well. And the reason I'm saying that is because I think I've seen this book. I think I might have seen this book on her bookshelf. Wow, expensive, $37. Is there some sort of audio component of this? Ah, Yayoi is March, the third. Oh, so like, but what about Sangatsu? Like, Sangatsu no Raion. Isn't that's also some sort of play on words that it's March? Oh, N4 and N5 they're not unspoken language. Ah. How good were you when you were N4, Yloigh? Were you able to watch manga or something? Yayoi is also the name of an old Japanese civilization. Kindle, $10. Wow. Oh, N3 to N2 is the real beginning. So what, in the past, so this is years ago, I did one to 2 years worth almost of Duolingo. But, I didn't get very far. I mean, I didn't really do much. Duolingo is all about the gamification. And it wasn't so effective for me. But when we went to Japan, I was able to at least say some things, which I've pretty much completely forgotten. Like, I used to be able to read the Japanese hiragana and katakana. I used to be able to read that. But I can no longer, like you see when I try to read, the Taihen Yoi Beagure, like, that's all, like, I should be able to read that. But I've forgotten most of those characters. So what was your effectiveness at N4 or N5? Book 1 just learns hiragana. You could read very basic children manga like Yotsuba. Okay. Would you be able to go to Japan and say anything reasonable? Like, would you be able to go to the JSA Shogi Dojo and maybe converse well enough to get going? You think so? Okay. Okay. All right. So you completely self-studied. You did not study in school. Correct. What about, I think there's a book, Genki. I think there's also a book, Genki. Yeah. So like, I think we have this. I think we have Genki as well. You played versus a Japanese guy in WOSC and we spoke a little. Ah, okay. That was your first time. Nice. Nice. Genki is good too. Okay. All right. That sounds good. That sounds good. That's a plan. That's a plan. So this is something for me to do. This is something that I've got to do. Since my shogi is not evolving, since my shogi is since I'm not getting better at shogi, I need a new thing that I can improve at, and maybe that'll be the Japanese language for a little bit. My shogi is getting I don't know if my shogi is getting worse, but it's getting more volatile, and I'm not going to lie, it's bothering me. It's really like Monday's stream, how I played on that stream really bothered me after, and I played some 10-second games on 81 Dojo yesterday off stream, and two of them were against two different 7 Dans. So, I'm expecting to lose that. In the first game against the 7 Dan, I had a good advantage. I had so I'll bring these up. Let me just add this to my MISC games here. I do want to review this part. So let me study my public studies. Gosh. 81 Dojo, 10 seconds. Okay. So these were against 7 Dans. And but so this first game, look, I had this advantage. I had a huge advantage. This is enough advantage for a strong player to win a game for the most part. It's depending, but like, I was playing all right. Maybe he was toying with me, but I already captured his rook. So according to the rules, this 7 Dan should have resigned. It was one of these sharp ones, the pawn drop, my pawn drop line. Oh, engine didn't like that. Okay. Yeah. So I had a good spot here. He took. And here's the peak of my advantage. There it goes. There goes my advantage. We went back to even. But anyway, this was a good game, but I flagged. I flagged here. So this is where I flagged, I think. I think I'm just going through the things here. I think I flagged here. It was a 10-second game. So, anyway, it was a fun game. It was a good game, but I flagged. And then this second game, I got blown up. I got blown up. I did have a decent middle game advantage in this. But I got blown up, against this 7-dan. But then the next game, I played another 10-second game against, I think, a Shodan, and absolutely demolishing them. And then I flagged. I flagged again. Oh no, I Nifu'd. This was a Koshiro trap, and this was a Koshiro trap, and he was being very resilient. And then I just Nifu'd. And so I've been pretty upset with my play lately, let's just say. Untikong, hello. And Origamorioa, you think Genki is fine? Okay. I think I'm gonna, I think I'm going to go with this book that Yloigh is suggesting, so that now if I don't do well, I can ask Yloigh for help, and I can blame Yloigh if it doesn't go well. So it's like I killed two, as they say, kill two birds with one stone. Todovsky, you wonder if it's your fault that YouTube is recommending JP language learning. You haven't gotten anywhere, but also have been unable to focus on. Oh, so you think that because you are someone who watches shogi content, you are influencing. Since you're someone who watches shogi content, and you're also watching Japanese language content, you're potentially impacting that little algorithm. Because I would think it's possible. I'm gonna doubt that it's much impact, but it wouldn't surprise me if there was some impact, because it is such a small community out there of English-speaking people who watch shogi videos. Like, that is such a small niche, and so they probably tie us together, pretty tightly. Okay, yeah, you're watching shogi, JP language, and even some JP learning content. Don Vito, nice to see you. Hello. All right, Yloigh has accepted the responsibility and the challenge. Yloigh has accepted the responsibility for my Japanese language learning. Mithrender, you say understanding Japanese is overpowered in studying shogi. Yeah, it seems that way. It seems nice. But then again, I still am a firm believer, I'm still a believer in what most people seem to say, which is that Tsume and Hishi and endgame study is the far and away most important thing, outside of playing and reviewing your games. And that can all be done, without any Japanese, obviously, because I do it, and most people do. You think you've gotten Japanese ads about learning English on some JP vids? Oh, nice. No, I think I have too. I think I also have. I have, back before I was doing YouTube Premium, there were some of those videos, and I got some English learning English recommendations and ads. There's also, the thing is, also, I don't know if this is because I also looked at Shang-Chi at some point, but I still, to this day, get even though I don't click on them anymore, it hasn't been a long time, but I still get recommendations for that New York City Chinese speaker. I think his name is Xiaoman, and Shoma NYC. He's basically, an American who he makes videos where the old Chinese ladies or the young Chinese girls or whatever, they hear him speaking, and then they double take, because everyone is so surprised that some American is speaking Mandarin. And I still get those recommendations all the time. Now it's all about Tai Chi at 56. That's what you get. So this is that last game that I wanted to take a look at. I'm gonna throw this out here. I am Gote. Okay, so this is right. This is right. I've seen this enough times that I should be happy with it. And this is not right. It's, it's not terrible. It's still a slight advantage to me. It's like, I've flipped the Sente advantage to my side as Gote, but the engine wants me to just take here pretty clearly. And then what? Just come back? Interesting. So 6-4, what my opponents will do here is this. Oh, no, they won't. No, they won't, because I can take this pawn. No, they won't, because I can take that pawn. Okay. This is tough. Yeah. And so I just keep pressing the advantage. I try to keep pressing the advantage is really the idea there. Okay. Okay. So he took, I took, he took, I took. Yeah, it's all, it's naturally it's all engine moves. Top, number one move. Okay. All right, so I played it fine. Long story short, I played it fine. Okay, I missed a tactic. I missed a tactic. I missed a tactic. I missed the tactic. Oh, that's not the tactic. Wait, what? 7-5. Oh, 7-5. Oh my gosh. Oh. 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 I was looking to try to make this happen. I was trying to make this tactic happen by taking this pawn. Oh. Oh, and I didn't just... Oh my goodness. Okay. Okay. Don Vito, give you $3,000 to $3,500 a month, and you will go to Japan, live there for 4 to 5 years, and you will speak Japanese almost like natives. I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true. I think it's very difficult. I think it's very difficult. The more I read, and maybe if this is just people who are, maybe these are people who are like Debbie Downers, and so maybe I shouldn't listen to them. But there seems to be a lot of thinking out there that people at, I'll just say our age, will never be able to speak a new language well. That not only will we never sound native, but we will never be able to think in the language. I've heard this now a few times in the past couple months, and I usually try to ignore sort of, I don't want to say the haters. I don't want to say the haters, but I usually try to ignore the people who are just like saying you can't do something, because those are usually the people who are just lazy and can't and don't try. I'm usually a pretty firm believer that if you really want something, you can do it. But I'm hearing this more often, that people are saying this, that once you hit a certain age, and I think I think what they're saying that certain age is late 30s to 40s, which to me still feels young. But they're saying that you will never be able to, you'll be able to communicate, you'll be able to communicate. Obviously you'll be able to, move and live there and communicate, but you'll never be able to think in the language. You'll never be to a point where you're not just translating everything in your head, where you don't have that layer. I don't know if that's true or not, but it'd be interesting to see. Okay, so if you give you 2,900 and it'll speak with funny accent. Well, what give you 2,900 baht? 2,900 what? 2,900 baht? 2,900 yen? We'll give you 2,900 yen. 2,900 yen a year. 2,900 yen per year. That's like an English language shogi streamer salary. That's like a full-time English language shogi streamer salary. 2,900 yen per year. I'm smiling, but I'm actually crying. English language shogi streamers get paid. Hey, I got my first check. I got my first Twitch check this month. I got mine. Oh, this is disappointing. Okay, so I missed this tactic. And I started going for this. And I still have this. Hey, virtual medical Dr. Ayaka. Hello, hello. Happy holidays. Coming soon. You can have decent food for 2,900 yen for a day. Yeah. Isn't there still, can't you at some cheap ramen places still get 1,000 yen ramen? Isn't that still a thing? That's still like a price point that I think people were trying to hit, right? And I think they've been struggling to hit that price point as things have gotten more expensive. But I thought that 1,000 yen used to be the magic number for ramen. Depends on the city. Okay, so this is I'm still missing this tactic. Yeah, so this was good. I think this is a key thing that I have missed so many times in the past. I think this is a huge, I don't want to say improvement, but this is a big improvement in my game. Is that, I saw the fork, or the fork. Gosh, I can't draw my arrows. I saw the bishop fork, but like that's good for me. It's good for me. You love ramen. We can buy here. We had my wife and I had ramen yesterday. There's a nice ramen place near us. They're pretty close to us. And we have been doing it. We were trying to think about how long we've been doing it. So, we're when I was working, and now and my wife, we have the entire Thanksgiving week off. So Monday through Friday, when I was working, I'd have that entire week off. And so we started going, I think it was either 6 or 7 years ago, we started going to this ramen place on that Monday, sort of like as a celebration. And we did it yesterday because I had something else going on such that I couldn't go eat there on Monday. But we had our annual special ramen dinner. We eat ramen more than once a year, but we had our special ramen lunch yesterday at this place. I love it. I love Japanese curry more than I think all of us in my family love Japanese curry more than ramen. But I love ramen too. Yloigh, you say being Lithuanian, pronouncing Japanese is very easy for you, so you guess you got lucky. Oh, that's interesting. Why is it easy? Why is it? Wait, what language? What language is spoken in Lithuania? Don Vito, thank you, thank you, thank you so much. Thank you for that $10 donation. Gosh, I appreciate it. You've been so generous. You have been so generous over the past year. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Happy Thanksgiving to you. I really appreciate that. You have no idea. As I mentioned in the podcast, today's podcast is out. You know, go check it out. As I mentioned, like it really does more good than you can know. Thank you. Oh, I was under the impression that Lithuanian, for whatever reason, I was under the impression that it wasn't spoken anymore. Thank you, Ramen. Yeah, Ramen for Daddy and Shogi. I'm gonna look up. So Lithuania did not become sort of taken over by the Soviet influence. Okay, so Lithuania was part of the Soviet Union. Oh, okay. Interesting. Yeah, I always thought this. So this is not. It's interesting. It's interesting that I'm right. I guess is the thing, but it's interesting to me that the language wouldn't have changed. Now this has me wondering. Now this really has me wondering about like Uzbekistan and some of these other former Soviet these countries that were formerly part of the Soviet Union. Makes me wonder, what language they're speaking. Like Georgia, I think they speak Georgian in Georgia, but I think they also speak Russian. Okay, the language is very old. It was just suppressed for a while. Okay. So I knew that there was an old Lithuanian language. I thought that it had ended in Soviet times, though. Like I thought it just became maybe like a dialect, essentially, that people might still learn but not use. Funny staff that you met in Vietnam. You met a Lithuanian Putinist. Wow. That's got to be pretty rare. That's probably almost as rare as a Western shogi player. As a Western shogi player teaching the game to Vietnamese people. I think that's I think that's more rare. I think you are more rare. You are more rare and special. Okay, so this was good. Really? Oh, it's trapped. Oh my gosh, the dragon's trapped. The dragon is trapped. Wow. The dragon is trapped here. This is another point that when I'm watching strong players play, that I'm always so impressed with, and it's something I think it's natural to be more impressed with things that you struggle with yourself, but like this is something that I struggle with so much. The dance of once endgame has begun, and I would consider that endgame, I would say that endgame has begun here. Because we both have promoted pieces in each other's territories. The dance between attacking and defending it's so delicate, and it seems like my intuition for it is, I don't want to say always wrong, but it's often wrong. Just like Dr. Noonien Soong in Star Trek: The Next Generation. They called him often wrong Soong. And I am often wrong Shogi Dad in these cases, where I feel like, okay, I shouldn't be trying to capture, I shouldn't, air quotes, I shouldn't be trying to capture dragons. I should be capturing the king. Except, I guess there are times when you should be capturing the dragons. Yeah, and this seems... Yeah. Oh, wait, I guess it's not trapped. It's not trapped. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. It is trapped. Now I've got a mega castle, and I've got a rook drop to, incoming with a horse to back it up. Dragons don't survive well in close positions. Well, my dragons don't survive well, period. My dropped rooks and my dropped dragons, or my dropped dragon, my dropped rooks and my dragons, I managed to get those trapped in enemy territory more than I can ever admit, or more than I could ever even imagine. In chess, you might call this an endgame. Do you think in Shogi endgame has a different meaning? So my understanding of Shogi endgame, and I think I've heard this from a few places, is once a player has a promoted major piece in the territory, it is now endgame. At least that's what I've heard from some strong players. I haven't heard a complete definition of it, and I don't know if there is a complete definition of it. But that's the one I'm using because I've heard people stronger than myself say that, and to me it makes sort of sense. It's like, okay, I've got a promoted piece in the opponent's territory, and it's time to attack the king. It's time to start attacking the king. Or attacking the king can happen, and I think that's it. Don Vito, you have problems with Japanese u and e. According to your Japanese teacher, not strong but hearable accent. What kind of accent? Like do they say Osaka? I don't. I think. So one of the things my daughter's teacher, one of my daughter's first teachers and my son's teacher in Japanese, I believe, is from Osaka, and I think she said that they have a word that they don't use in Tokyo, like metcha. I think they say metcha arigato or something like that. Metcha, I think, is maybe a southern word, and they have maybe some sort of accent. I'm not sure. But that rings a bell to me. I tend to lead every attack with my most valuable piece, like a chess player who brings out their queen early. Well, I'm a Scandi player. Hashtag Team Scandi. So there it is. So the story checks out. The story checks out. The thing is, I try. I'm not trying to get my rook trapped. It's I look, I see. Okay, what can I threaten? How can I threaten it? How can I make a dragon, etc., etc. And it's like, I can drop here. It's safe here. I'm threatening this. I'm threatening that. He can't trap me. I make the move, and he makes the one move that traps me. You're studying English, but very difficult, especially word order. I've heard that a lot. I've heard that a lot from Japanese people who speak English. Obviously, they're speaking to me, so they speak English, and from Chinese people as well. I think both, surprisingly to me, both seem to struggle with word order, and I don't quite understand it, because doesn't word order still matters in these other languages? Like I studied Mandarin, and and a little bit of Japanese, and word order does matter. Like you can't just throw words around in weird orders. So I never quite understand where Japanese native speakers are coming from when they criticize, when they say this about English. They have Kansai dialect, and specifically in Kyoto and Osaka. Each has something to add to standard Kansai dialect. Interesting. Mecha means very. Yeah, mecha oishi. You believe it's Japan-wide. Oh. Now what about okini? Okini. Okini is like thank you, I think. And I think that's also southern. I don't know if that's Osaka, but okini, I think they say. I don't think they say that in Tokyo. Having studied Latin, English is quite picky about word ordering. Oh, that's interesting. So you find that English is more picky about word ordering than Latin even. Okini is Kyoto. Okay. So when I'm trying to not troll, but when I'm trying to get a rise out of my kids, I might say okini, or I might say mecha arigato. Just to try to like show that I have this special hidden knowledge. West Japan language. Okay. Awesome. Yeah, I have fun with it. I really enjoy languages. Since I was a kid, I have studied a lot of languages on my own and in school. And like, I studied on my own in high school Russian as I was taking Spanish, and then in college I took Russian classes, and they were a breeze for it was the easiest A's that I ever had at the university were the Russian courses, because I had studied on my own. And I think studying on your own is often so overpowered, especially for reading. The thing, especially for reading, it's so overpowered. Like if you're studying on your own, I think for one thing, if you're studying on your own, that means you care more about it, so you're going to do better than people just taking a class. But the thing is that nowadays, I want to be able to speak things better. So that's why I would like to take a Japanese course with people, because I really want to be able to speak. Like I don't care despite the fact that I'm a shogi player and I want to read shogi books, I don't care so much about reading Japanese. I really want to be able to speak Japanese and get around and speak to people about shogi and speak to people that I meet. I obviously I want to be able to read, but speaking to me is more important at this point in my life. What is Ofi get? Ofi get? What is that? It's been a long time. I won't say how long it's been since university days of Russian, but it has been a long time. I can still read Cyrillic, and I can still make out some of the things. And like when watching movies and I hear some Russian spoken, I can understand basics, which is kind of amazing to me that my mind remembers anything at all. Japanese has topic markers and other markers, where in English we might use word ordering. Oh, it's Russian slang. Okay. Kaizen will make our shogi skills better. What is Kaizen? What is Kaizen? Oh, I gave up even more. The engine wants this. Wow. Oh, to be able to push that pawn. Okay, just it wants to bring up. I've got to get better at the slow stuff. VMD, Ayaka, you can speak Russian, Spanish, Espanol, Korean, and Chinese. Wow. Oh, Kaizen is learning from your mistakes. Oh, that's not something I'm particularly good at. So you are a lover of learning languages. Oh man, I respect that so much. Like I said, I love learning languages, and I think my love of learning languages also served me well, and was the same basic thing of me loving programming languages. Like especially when I was younger and not getting as focused on my work. I was learning every programming language you can imagine and just loving it. I love learning the different languages and using them and doing things like that. But one of my teachers in high school was a polyglot, and he spoke, I can't remember, but I think he spoke double digits, 10 plus number of languages. And he said that once, I can't remember exactly because this is a long time ago in high school, but he basically said at some point, once you learn some number of languages, they become much easier. And I think it was somewhere around 5, but I don't know. But either way, I love that. It's so cool to be able to speak these languages and to maybe be able to think in those languages, which seems like the ideal. So Don Vito, you say that Kaizen is a Japanese philosophy focused on continuous improvement, where small incremental changes lead to significant long-term benefits. The term combines the Japanese words kai, change, and zen, good, literally meaning good change or change for the better. Oh, interesting. So we got another word for kai today. We've got yoi, we've got kai, we got zen, we've got yoi. Could you say kai-yoi? Is kai-yoi something? Oh boy. This is turned into language, Japanese language. So I'm making very slow moves here. Very slow moves here. And now I think now I've got the advantage. Yeah, now it's over. And this was the move. So that's not the move. They wanted, the engine wants this. But I don't get it. He can't take. Oh my gosh. Okay. Well, I missed this. So this is something that happens to me at the end of these games, where I know I've got the win. I know I've got it. I just have to I have to be able to make moves. There was time pressure in this game, but like my mind goes a little foggy, and sometimes a lot foggy. And like this pin is something that I had been building, planning on using and building for a bunch of moves. And then when it came time for me to use it, I didn't. So it's, my brain just kind of got foggy. Kaioi is commuting or traveling to and from. Ah. Awesome. You think in Shogi the end game is the part where both players' attacks become mating attacks? Maybe. Well, there's Yosei, though. There's Yosei also, which I think Yosei is also roughly translated as endgame. And Yosei, I believe, is that part where you're promoted and you're beginning your attack on the king. Obviously we're just speaking in words. Like this is we're it's semantic. It's a semantic argument at some point, but Ofi gets. Yeah. I see. It's hard. I'm trying to pronounce the te with the I can't remember the character name for the soft B. The soft thing at the end. I was trying to pronounce trying to pronounce it right, such that you can hear it over the mic, because the mic, I've found the mic swallows or garbles some of my S's. I notice a lot of times. It garbles some of my S's. It garbles some of the like there are some sounds that the mic, and maybe it's the software as well, in conjunction with the software, it sort of garbles the thing. So it sometimes sounds like I have a lisp. Sometimes like the S just gets garbled. I'm saying it, but it's just not coming into the video. So Yosei is surrounding and maybe forcing into Hishi. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, because I hear Yosei. I know the word from even the Go days, but I hear when I watch Japanese shogi videos, I will hear them start saying Yosei, and it's about that point once they've got a piece promoted, and now they're trying to figure out how to surround the king, or how to make their attack on the king, and I'll hear blah 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 Yosei blah 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 blah. All right. Well, this has been great. So I'm at the point now, I think, where I've got to get going. I've got to, like I said, this was unfortunately going to be a short stream. I'm sorry to leave so many people hanging here. It's, we've got 10 on Twitch and 11 on YouTube. So I'm sorry to break here. I would love to keep going. And I'm sorry that I did so much talking. Although maybe that's why we have people, is because of the talking. But I'm going to go out here. For people in the US or people that celebrate Thanksgiving, have a great Thanksgiving tomorrow. And I will see you all. I don't think I'll be streaming tomorrow. I don't know, but like I want to get the winning streak avatar. I would love to get that winning streak avatar, but we'll see how it goes. So anyway, thank you everybody. Have a great remainder of the day. Enjoy your shogi, and thank you for chatting and stopping by. And I will talk to you all later. Bye.